Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Gbagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rebila Lawa. First are the major headlines for the national news. Governors kick as Buhari accuses them of stealing LG funds. Nigerian degree just cheat sheet of paper, says Emir of Zazzau. Nigerian police arrest female bandit arms suppliers, 6 others in Zamfara. Irate youth set Osun Monarch's palace ablaze. Ogun, police nabbed 2 brothers for car thefts. And lastly on sports, Morocco rolls past Canada into World Last 16. Now the news in detail. Governors struggled last night to extricate themselves from President Muhammadu Buhari's accusation that they loot local government funds. It will be recalled that the president had said at different fora that local government administration in the country had been emasculated by governors who were often accused of diverting allocations to them from the federation accounts. The president re-echoed the accusation yesterday at an event hosted for members of the Senior Executive Course 44 2022 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPSS, at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. But governors who reacted to the president's point-blank accusation yesterday said they were not among those diverting local funds. Those who reacted include Benue State Governor Samuel Otom, David Umahi of Ebonyi State, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak of Kwara State, Solomon Lalong of Plateau State, Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, and Yesom Wike of Rivers State. Effort to get other governors to react at press time last night, however, did not yield results. Speaking at the event, President Buhari cited a personal experience involving an unnamed governor to explain the corrupt practices perpetrated by some governors in dispensing resources meant for local councils' administration. Moving on to the next story still from the north. The Emir of Zazzau, Ahmed Bamali, said Nigeria needs leaders that will groom Nigerian youths to be responsible future leaders, pointing out that a degree is just a sheet of paper. The Emir disclosed these at a Women's Model and Mentors Foundation WMM conference. What we are lacking today is mentorship. You don't have to be a professor to mentor people. We should try as much as possible to impart knowledge to those behind us, especially those that require some tutelage and technical reasonings, especially when it is an issue that relates to women. He added, I am one of those blessed people that have girls as my children. I have 4 girls and a boy. So I can say I am a father of girls. We are encouraging young girls to go into entrepreneurship, especially those graduating from Islamic schools. The Zazzau explained that we always tell them to combine the 2 education, Western and Islamic education. Mr. Bamadi stated that it is not about getting a degree, stressing that a degree is just a sheet of paper. And to the next story from Zamfara. Operatives of the Nigeria Police Force Zamfara State Command have arrested a female gun runner who allegedly specializes in supplying arms and ammunition to a notorious bandit kingpin identified as Dawa. The Zamfara State Police Public Relations Officer SP Mohammed Shehu in a statement said that a female gun runner identified as Gaji Abdullahi from Madachi village in Katsina State was arrested on November 29th by police tactical operatives who acted on intelligence information. On the 29th November 2022, police tactical operatives acted on intelligence information and arrested the above-mentioned female suspect. The female suspect is a notorious gun runner that specializes in transporting arms and ammunition to a notorious bandit kingpin known as Dawa. The said bandit kingpin has been a notorious bandit leader terrorizing the innocent people of Zamfara State and neighboring states. The suspect confessed to her involvement in the crime. Investigation is in progress, the police spokesperson concluded. Similarly, SP Shehu said the police also arrested 6 persons suspected to be involved in criminal conspiracy and intimidation to wit extortion, adding that upon their arrest, police recovered from them the sum of 700,000 naira as part of levies they collected from the villagers. The PPRO explained that police tactical operatives on November 29th at about 4:15 p.m. arrested 6 suspects who pretended as bandits to place levies on their host communities. Moving on to the next story from the southwest. The Palace of Are of Ire in Boripe North Local Council Development Area of Osun State was on Thursday evening vandalized and set up on fire by angry youth in the town. The palace was said to have been bombed by youths who were not pleased about the arrest of the Akogo of Ire, Chief Soliu Atoebi, by security agent on Thursday morning. It was attacked and burnt around 7 p.m. when the traditional ruler, Obakonle Ademola, was said to be out of the palace. The incident led to the blockade of major roads leading to the town, while aggrieved youth made bonfires on the road. Business owners in the town were said to have immediately locked up their shops, while residents too locked up themselves for safety measures. The Osun Police spokesperson, SP Yemisi Opalola, was not available for comment as her phone was switched off. Moving on to the next story, also from Ogun State. The Ogun State Police Command has arrested two brothers who reportedly stole a Toyota Camry in Lagos. The suspects were arrested on Wednesday by its officers on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway while trying to escape with a stolen car to Imo State. The police public relations officer in the state, SP Abimbola Oyemi, disclosed this in a statement on Thursday. Oyemi explained that the suspect, who worked at a car wash, stole the car from a customer who took his car to them for a service. He said police in Ogun State on the 30th of November 2022 arrested two brothers, Emmanuel Onwachukwu, 28 years, and Sunday Onwachukwu, 24 years, for stealing a Toyota Camry with registration number JJJ661GJ while on their way taking the said vehicle to Imo State. The two suspects were arrested by men of the Federal Highway Patrol who were on a stop and search duty along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The vehicle was stopped by the policemen for routine check at about 11:30 p.m. But while the officers were asking questions from one of them who drove the car, the two brothers who were the occupants suddenly abandoned the car and took to their heels before arrest. Finally, on sports. Morocco powered into the last 16 of the World Cup for the first time in 36 years on Thursday with a 2-1 victory over eliminated Canada. Goals from Akin Ziyech and Yusuf El Nasri ensured the North Africans finished top of Group F ahead of 2018 World Cup runners-up Croatia. Morocco, who last reached the knockout stages of the World Cup in 1986, will face the runners-up from Group E in the last 16, with the identity of the opponent decided later Thursday. Canada's defeat, meanwhile, capped a disappointing World Cup for the CONCACAF side, who depart after losing all three of the games on their long-awaited return to the finals. Morocco put themselves firmly on course for the second round after upsetting Belgium 2-0 on Sunday, a result that left them needing only a point against Canada on Thursday to be sure of advancing. That ends the national news from BGI TV this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. Governors kick as Buhari accuses them of stealing LG funds. We also brought to you Nigerian degree, just sheet of paper, says Emir of Zazzau. Moving on to the next story, Ogun police nabbed two brothers for car thefts. And lastly on sport, Morocco roar past Canada into World Cup last 16. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Babagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, both outdoor, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal, Jumat Mufida to all faithful Muslims all around the world.